everybody, to the 2024 Long Beach Fire Department Meritorious Awards Luncheon. We are excited to have you here as we celebrate the achievements of our firefighters and professional staff. Their efforts make a significant difference every day throughout our city, and this is what makes the Long Beach Fire Department the best fire department in the country. There you go, let's hear it. And now, I would like to bring to the stage Long Beach Search and Rescue Crew Chief Andrew Favela to help lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Andrew, come on up. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and stand for the presentation of the colors as they are carried in by members of the Long Beach Fire Department Honor Guard. We will also perform the national anthem, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Also, please remain standing for our opening invocation.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now I'd like to bring up firefighter paramedic Caleb Brown for the invocation.
Thank Thank you. Please bow your heads with me as we pray. Our Heavenly Father, we come to you today with grateful hearts. We're so thankful for many things, that we live in this beautiful country, that we serve the city of Long Beach, that we've been blessed to be part of a great city and a great community. Thank you for the men and women of the Long Beach Fire Department. Thank you for the city leadership, the elected officials, our command staff, police department personnel who are here. I just pray that you would bless them and that you would undergird them as they lead our city. I pray that today as we come and honor those who have sacrificed, that we would just be reminded of the sacrifice and the selflessness of Jesus Christ, your Son. I pray that you'd be honored through this ceremony and through this meal. Thank you for the food that's been prepared for us. I pray that it would make us healthy and strong, and that you would just strengthen everyone here and bless them with the ability to do their jobs well and with excellence. I pray that you would be honored. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right, everyone, you may be seated. And I would certainly like to recognize and thank firefighter paramedic Caleb Brown for leading us in today's invocation. And thank you, Long Beach Search and Rescue Cadet Andrew Favela, for leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And of course, that Long Beach Pipe Band for that amazing rendition as we get started. Let's give them a round of applause. Well, now as we get started, lunch is going to be served here, but once again, good morning and good afternoon. Again, welcome to the 2024 Long Beach Fire Department Annual Meritorious Awards Luncheon. We are so excited to have you joining us here today. I would like to acknowledge and recognize the following distinguished guests that we have with us. Mayor Rex Richardson, Vice Mayor and 2nd District Council Member Cindy Allen, 1st District Council Member Mary Zendejas, 3rd District Council Member Christina Duggan, 4th District Council Member Daryl Supernaw, 5th District Council Member Megan Kerr, 6th District Council Member Suli Saro, 7th District Council Member Roberto Yaranga, 8th District Council Member Al Austin representing, and then 9th District Council Member Dr. Joni Ricks Odie. And we also have in attendance today City Manager Tom Modica, Assistant City Manager April Walker, Deputy City Manager Grace Yoon, Deputy City Manager Teresa Chandler, of course, Police Chief Wally Hebish, City Attorney Don McIntosh, City Prosecutor Doug Halbert, City Auditor Laura Dowd, and City Communications Lead Kevin Lee. Now, that's a lot of people. Now, we're not quite done yet because this is part of the journey that we're all on together. I'd like to also take this opportunity to recognize other distinguished guests in the audience. We do have members of the department staff Joe Ambrosini from Department Head of Human Resources, Cynthia Gundry, Department Head of the Long Beach Airport, and without question, I would like to recognize the Fire Chief's command staff. Please stand and be acknowledged. That would be the command staff right in front of you here. Now, of course, as they remain standing, go ahead and remain standing because I want to also introduce some other folks. I want to recognize our partners from the Long Beach Police Department command staff. I see them over here to my left. So Wally and your crew, will you, Chief Hebish, I'm sorry, and your crew, will you please stand as well and be recognized, members of the command staff. And of course, representatives from the Long Beach Firefighters Local 372 Board of Directors that have assisted in making this event possible. And now, you can be seated. Thank you so much. Now I would like to bring up our Fire Chief for a few remarks. Fire Chief Dennis Buchanan, come on up to the stage.
Well, good morning. Thank you so much, Captain Heflin. And before I start, I want to acknowledge that outstanding Pledge of Allegiance from our Search and Rescue Cadet, Andrew Favela. Can you please give him a hand? And followed by our Chaplain Brown. That was just an impactful prayer. It is truly a privilege to welcome you all to this year's Meritorious Awards Luncheon. Today we gather not merely as colleagues, but as a united family bound by sheer commitment to safeguarding and serving our community. This occasion is a moment of celebration as we recognize the extraordinary courage, dedication, and exceptional service demonstrated by those among us today who consistently go above and beyond the call of duty. Each of today's honorees exemplify an unwavering devotion to our mission. They embody the core values of our organization, such as pride and respect, family and commitment, and trust and teamwork. Your tireless efforts and remarkable contributions make our department and our city better. Daily, each of you serve on the front lines, placing yourself in a position that is inherently dangerous. Your badge is a symbol of your commitment and your willingness to place others before self. And that's a proud tradition of the fire service, and more importantly, the Long Beach Fire Department. On behalf of the entire fire department, I extend my deepest gratitude to our honorees, their families, and everyone who supports our collective mission. This gathering is a testament to the outstanding work that strengthens and secures our community, and it is an honor to stand with you in recognition of your achievement. Thank you, and please enjoy the luncheon.
Thank you, Chief Buchanan, for your remarks. Well, today I am honored to introduce you to the Master of Ceremony, Laura Kaplan. Laura Kaplan is a former national TV news anchor and local Emmy Award winner. Laura Kaplan provides communications and video production for Cali, a building products company. In her past broadcast life, she produced and hosted coverage of elections, debates, breaking news, and with a focus on national and international politics. Another favorite gig including hosting dolphin shows at SeaWorld. You gotta love those animals. In all her roles, Laura aims to find the best way to tell a story to promote better education and understanding. A Long Beach native, Laura now lives in San Diego with her husband and 2 kids. Laura's honored to return to her beloved hometown to help celebrate our local heroes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Laura Kaplan.
What an introduction. I want that every time I enter a room. Hello, and thank you so much for having me back to help present these awards today. It is a huge honor to be involved in this event, and especially special and meaningful that it takes place in my beloved hometown of Long Beach. I do live in San Diego now, but I am forever a Long Beach girl, and of course, as much as my 8-year-old son hates to hear it, I'm also a Dodger fan. So we've had a lot of conversations about fan loyalty in our house. The first half of our awards ceremony today is dedicated to honoring community members, partners, and organizations that make a difference. Their efforts and actions make our city safer, more prepared, and more resilient. Without a doubt, they know that together we are all stronger. So today we recognize their amazing contributions that have made a significant difference for our fire department. The first presentation is for the Civilian Certificate of Commendation. This award is presented to individuals or organizations that have supported the department-based initiatives, resulting in significant contributions to the community. Let's welcome our recipient, Forest Lawn Memorial Parks and Mortuary in Long Beach. Accepting this award on behalf of Forest Lawn is Vice President Gabriel Enriquez and Senior Administrative Assistant Maricela Becerra. Forest Lawn Memorial Parks and Mortuary in Long Beach is receiving the Community Partner Award for their ongoing contributions and efforts in support of the Long Beach Fire Department. Forest Lawn Memorial Parks and Mortuary, you are hereby presented now with the Civilian Certificate of Commendation. You have selflessly given countless hours and financial resources in support of the Long Beach Fire Department. Your in-kind contributions have made a lasting impression during the ceremonies associated with our annual Police and Fire Memorial, the September 11th Memorial, and other events where assistance was requested and provided. The Fire Department is thankful for your compassionate support and continued efforts as we honor and pay tribute to our own. Thank you so much, Gabriel and Maricela, for being here. Our next presentation is again for the Civilian Certificate of Commendation. This award is being presented to the Long Beach Fire Ambassadors. Let's welcome them up here. And they are receiving this award for their continual contributions in support of the Long Beach Fire Department. The mission of the Long Beach Fire Ambassadors is to increase awareness around the topics of fire safety and prevention. With a focus on educating grade school-aged children in Long Beach, the Fire Ambassadors utilize the Fire Safety House to perform hands-on demonstrations at the various elementary schools throughout the Long Beach Unified School District on a weekly basis during the school year. The Long Beach Fire Ambassadors also provide the community at large with educational information on fire prevention, fire safety, preparedness, and injury prevention by hosting various outreach activities, including senior safety presentations when requested. Fire Ambassadors support various fire department-related activities such as graduations and badge ceremonies, and can frequently be observed at various high-profile department events wearing their iconic red jacket as they assist with various roles at the events like greeters, ushers, and servers. You will see them throughout our event today. Our Long Beach Fire Ambassadors play a critical role in our community outreach efforts and have taught thousands of elementary-age students the importance of fire safety in their lives. Each Fire Ambassador is a volunteer and are typically retired men and women 55 years of age or older who have a true passion for service. We are so grateful for their collective years of dedicated service to the City of Long Beach and the Fire Department, and thus they are hereby presented with the Civilian Certificate of Commendation for their countless hours of tireless service. Remember, stop, drop, and roll. And our last community presentation is again for the Civilian Certificate of Commendation. This award is being presented to Long Beach Search and Rescue. Long Beach Search and Rescue is an award-winning explorer post that trains the leaders of tomorrow. Let's take a look at some of the amazing things that they do.
Plan to help you and others who need you. A plan to live. People suffering from burns, broken bones, hemorrhage, shock. Trained to give prompt first aid to the injured in your family. trained to fight small fires. Our community is prepared for emergencies and ready to help other communities. Every community employee is ready to help you if you need it.
Disaster can occur any time, anywhere. Catastrophe must be met head-on. Civil defense is our best hope against a time we pray may never come, but a time that could be tomorrow, the time of disaster.
Dang, that's pretty cool. My two best friends in high school were part of search and rescue, and to this day, when I'm doing push-ups, I still do one for search and rescue, even though I was never involved, but it was like ingrained in me that that's what they did. Co-sponsored by the Long Beach Motor Patrol Association and the Long Beach Firefighters Associations, Long Beach Search and Rescue provides young adults with the opportunity to serve the public during emergencies and other situations requiring their specific skill set. Long Beach Search and Rescue is an all-volunteer organization that has trained over 1,300 young men and women. Several hundred of these individuals have gone on to pursue careers in law enforcement, the fire service, emergency medical services, and the military. During the fiscal year of 2023-24, the members of the Long Beach Search and Rescue Unit volunteered a total of 18,278 hours. Over the past 62 years, the members of this program have volunteered over 1 million hours of community service. This equates, if you want to put a dollar amount on it, to an in-kind community contribution of nearly $41.6 million. Search and Rescue is comprised of about 50 young adults between the ages of 15 and 21, senior staff instructors, and adult advisors, police officers, and firefighters. Unit members are on call 24 hours a day. For the tremendous contributions, effort, and commitment to service, the Long Beach Search and Rescue Program is being awarded the Long Beach Fire Department Civilian Certificate of Commendation. Congratulations. We are so thankful for your entire program and the amazing work that you do. Our next award is the Fire Captain David Rosa Memorial Scholarship Award. To help present this award, we have firefighter paramedic Brian Fisk, who serves as a vice president on the board of the Long Beach Firemen's Mutual Benefit Association. We are also honored to have with us Long Beach Fire Captain Dave Rosa's sister, Julia Hensley, and her husband, Carlsbad Fire Captain Chris Hensley, Dave's brother-in-law, to help assist with these presentations. We are so excited for the opportunity to present these awards to 5 amazing young individuals for their academic and personal achievement. The first award goes to Ezekiel Schur, son of Brian and Kelly Schur. Zeke was selected as one of 2 awardees for 2024. Our second 2024 award recipient is Jade Garcia, daughter of Ruben and Sarah Garcia, who is unable to attend today. We would also like to read the names of the individuals who are being honored today as 2023 recipients of the Fire Captain David Rosa Scholarship. The first recipient for 2023 is Natalia Gomez, daughter of Tony and Rosie Gomez. We also honor Colin Mills, son of Richmond and Shannon Mills. And the third recipient for 2023 is Gavin Yahtzee, son of Eric and Amanda Yahtzee. All 5 of these young adults exemplify everything that the Fire Captain David Rosa Memorial Scholarship is looking to encourage in high school-aged students. These young adults are our future, and thank goodness. They have successfully demonstrated the leadership skills, quality of character, and level of ethics that were regularly displayed by Long Beach Fire Captain David Rosa. These students have shown initiative, heart, community involvement, and they are all in good standing at their respective schools. So much so, in fact, that most of them were unable to make this event today due to their prior commitment to school. In recognition of the personal and academic achievements, each of them are hereby presented with the Long Beach Fire Captain David Rosa Scholarship. Congratulations on your achievement. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. We also want to take this moment to present Julia with some flowers as we continue to honor Dave's memory. He will never be forgotten. We sincerely appreciate the Rosa family, Long Beach Firefighters Memorial Association, Long Beach Firefighters Local 372, and the Long Beach Firemen's Mutual Benefit Association for their ongoing support and assistance, with assuring that this scholarship fund continues to support Long Beach firefighters and their families. Thank you so much, Julia, Captain Hensley, and firefighter paramedic Fisk for your assistance here. The next award that we're presenting is for individuals with the true heart of a hero. This award is presented by the Kiwanis International Club of Long Beach, which hosts an annual Heart of a Hero luncheon to honor a police officer and a firefighter who have shown exemplary service beyond their work duties to serve the greater community of Long Beach. These individuals are selected by department leadership and then sent to the Kiwanis for additional review and selection. This award is special in that it specifically recognizes the contributions that each of these individuals make to the community, not necessarily while wearing their uniform, but also what they do off-duty to make a difference for those around them. We honor them today with the Heart of the Hero Award brought to you by our friends at Kiwanis International Club of Long Beach. The first recipient is Fire Captain Nick Marquizos. Nick was selected for this award in 2023. Captain Nick Marquizos truly has a huge heart of a hero with a long history of serving others. He has a positive impact on his fellow firefighters as he continues to find ways to support them and address their mental health needs. Nick has been a firefighter with the Long Beach Fire Department since April of 1998. He served as a firefighter paramedic for 18 years and was promoted to fire captain in 2019. During his time with the department, Nick has been a long-standing member with the Critical Incident Stress Management Peer Support Team and currently holds the position of Peer Support Coordinator. The 60-member team is supported by mental health clinicians and chaplains to ensure all members and their families are provided with resources to assist those who may be experiencing on-duty or personal stress. His current assignment with the Long Beach Fire Department is as the in-service training captain with them. In March of 2020, the City of Long Beach activated the Incident Management Team to assist with the response and management of COVID-19. Nick and the First Responder Support Group worked diligently to test, document, track, and organize the care of fire department employees who tested positive for COVID-19. Each employee was provided with support from the onset of their illness to their eventual return to full duty. This was a very challenging time for the fire department, as the severity of the illness was still relatively unknown as firefighters selflessly remained at the front lines in our community. Beyond his duties with the Long Beach Fire Department, Nick is a devout member of the Assumption Greek Orthodox Church in Long Beach and enjoys spending time with his wife, family, and friends. In recognition for his dedication to uplift fellow firefighters and their families, Captain Nick Marquizos demonstrates a true heart of a hero. Congratulations to him on his accomplishments. We now want to recognize the individual who was selected as having the heart of a hero for 2024. Fire Captain Jack Crabtree is one very dedicated and thoughtful individual. He consistently holds himself to a very high standard and strives to find ways to streamline processes and efficiencies. Captain Crabtree works diligently to create a finished product that reflects the fire department and the community in a positive light. He oversees the fire department's involvement in various special events that he's responsible for coordinating and organizing. Jack can readily identify where additional efforts are needed and works collaboratively with various city partners to find innovative solutions to complex challenges. He is committed to building relationships with all those he meets. He understands their importance and is highly purposeful in his interactions. Jack sees the value of planning and creating processes and a script. He is extremely organized and can manage multiple projects with a sense of calmness and authority. This is not limited to his job as a captain in special events. Jack is deeply committed to those around him. He is tremendously loyal and diligent in his efforts to take care of his peers. He will make a concerted effort to assist those who are looking for professional growth opportunities and will commit time to serve as a mentor for those individuals who want to promote or serve as fire safety officers at the various events that occur frequently throughout our city. Jack is wholeheartedly devoted to his family, his faith, and his friends. He represents himself and our department in a manner that is truly reflective of a heart of a hero. His commitment to the job far exceeds what is expected of him. Jack has served on the Long Beach Firemen's Mutual Benefit Association Board of Directors for years and currently holds the position of treasurer. He is extremely diligent in managing the funds for the MBA and goes to great lengths to provide the best value for every dollar invested by our firefighters in this fund. Jack is also the chairman of the supervisory committee for the Long Beach Firemen's Credit Union. Without question, Jack is a man of utmost integrity and is trusted by those who elect him to these key positions within our organization. Jack was also selected to serve on the 2028 Olympic planning team for the city of Long Beach, where his unique insight on special events makes him a valuable contributor in showcasing Long Beach on the world stage during the upcoming Olympic Games. He also volunteers annually with the Spark of Love Toy Drive program. Jack assists in the pre-planning of the toy drive and with the management of the warehouse throughout the entire month of December. He also fills in as needed by attending various events where he picks up donations, sorts the toys appropriately, and delivers them to families during the holiday season. He is also a volunteer at Arbor Road Church, where he contributes his time and skill set by assisting with emergency response during various church activities. Jack is involved with small groups ministry and also participates in various Firefighters for Christ activities as his time permits. You might imagine there's not much time. He has also been a longstanding member of the peer support program for the fire department. Jack is devoted to his family and can often be found participating at the various sports and extracurriculars that his 3 kids are involved with. If you haven't figured it out by now, he is always on the move. He cares deeply for those around him and strives to find a sense of balance in meeting the various obligations associated with his job, all while prioritizing the needs of his family and his love for service, none of which is done for acknowledgement or recognition. For all of these reasons, Fire Captain Jack Crabtree has been selected as the Kiwanis 2024 Heart of a Hero. Thank you. Our next presentations are also very special. We are moving into recognizing and honoring the 2022 and 2023 Fire Department Employees of the Year. Before we do that, I would just like to take a moment and recognize those of you who may be here with us today, either active or retired, who have earned the honor of Employee of the Year in the past. If you are here, please stand and let us recognize you. Anyone? All right. Thank you. Oh, there you go. Okay, it's especially exciting to see you in the audience as we now welcome 4 new employees to this very noteworthy group of those who have put countless hours and energy into our fire department. It's a significant honor and something, obviously, to be very, very proud of. We will start with our Employee of the Year for 2022. So every year, the Long Beach Fire Department sets out to recognize individuals who do exemplary work in their roles and take extra steps that go above and beyond. These individuals are nominated by their peers, a selection process occurs, and then one of them is identified as the Employee of the Year. As you might imagine, it's a very difficult process and just serves to highlight how many amazing individuals we have working in our community. Our Employee of the Year nominees for 2022 are Kathleen Piper, Dawn Garrity, and Kylie Yaki. Congratulations on your nomination, and thank you for the amazing work you do in support of the fire department. And the individual who was selected by their peers as the 2022 Employee of the Year is Mr. Donald Garrity. Don consistently goes above and beyond to make the training experience exceptional. He works tirelessly to create a program that is not only outstanding, but is also clear and efficient. A skilled collaborator and communicator, Don fosters strong working relationships. During the COVID pandemic, he stepped up and assumed the critical role of providing education around COVID-19 and serving as the communicable diseases liaison between department employees and city health. Since the beginning of the pandemic, he was the fire department's dedicated COVID response coordinator, usually working overtime, weekends, and even during vacations to ensure the safety and education of our employees. Don, congratulations on your amazing accomplishments and for being selected the 2022 Employee of the Year for the Long Beach Fire Department. And we also want to recognize the department's 2022 Firefighter of the Year. We first want to recognize those individuals who were nominated for this honor. Our Firefighter of the Year nominees for 2022 are Caleb Brown and Rachel Ma. Congratulations on your nomination, and thank you for your incredible dedication. And the individual selected by their peers as the 2022 Firefighter of the Year is Ms. Rachel Ma. Rachel was unable to attend today, but we would still like to celebrate her and read a bit of the story behind her selection. Rachel consistently goes above and beyond in every aspect of her role and is the epitome of professionalism. As a highly skilled firefighter paramedic and now engineer, she excels in her duties while also being deeply involved in a variety of committees and initiatives within the department. Rachel served as the vice president of the union and has been actively engaged in the Fire Academy, BLS Academy, and several other groups and committees. She humbly serves the city of Long Beach with a servant's heart, dedicated not only to teaching new recruits, but also supporting the well-being of all employees through initiatives like her establishment of a pre-cancer screening program. Rachel's positive can-do attitude is contagious and has made a remarkable impact on the Long Beach Fire Department. Her professionalism, courtesy, and commitment to excellence are evident in everything she does. She continually represents the department in a positive light, whether on duty through her leadership or through her leadership in various roles. Previously, at our last Meritorious Awards, Rachel's exceptional performance was recognized when she operated as the nozzle person during the Stony Brook apartment fire. She has made a significant and lasting impact on the Long Beach Fire Department, exemplifying dedication, leadership, and a commitment to excellence in everything she does. So congratulations to Rachel on her accomplishments and being selected as the 2022 Firefighter of the Year for the Long Beach Fire Department. All right, moving to 2023, and we'll recognize our Employee of the Year. First, we of course want to recognize everyone who is nominated for this honor in 2023. Our Employee of the Year nominees for 2023 are Kathleen Piper, Brian Barkman, Kylie Yaki, Manuel Ortiz, Melanie Miller, and Vincent Olea. Congratulations on your nomination. Thank you so much for the amazing work you do in our support. And our 2023 Employee of the Year, as selected by their peers, is Ms. Kathleen Piper. Kathleen is an outstanding team player who consistently goes above and beyond in her role. She adapts quickly to change and is always ready to help her colleagues navigate new processes. Whether it's stepping up to get things done or offering support to others, Kathleen is a reliable presence who keeps things running smoothly. In addition to her work at fire headquarters, Kathleen is heavily involved in her community. As the booster chairperson for the Milliken girls basketball team, she volunteers at events like Ready Long Beach, where she brought the team to help with a safety exposition. She also assists at the Belmont Shore Christmas Parade, the annual Spark of Love toy drive, and other community events. Kathleen's commitment to service is evident in everything she does, both within and beyond the department. She has a remarkable work ethic and is always willing to help others, even when her own workload is heavy. She ensures coverage for command staff and is known for offering exceptional support and guidance to her colleagues. She fosters team spirit and encourages others to get involved in department activities, always maintaining a positive attitude. In her role as executive assistant backup, Kathleen helped onboard new staff with kindness and efficiency. She also served on the Employee Relations Committee, raising awareness about safety concerns at Fire HQ, such as jet fuel leaks and other hazards. Kathleen's dedication to her work and community, along with her positive influence on her colleagues, makes her an inspiration and an invaluable asset to the department. Kathleen, congratulations on your amazing accomplishments and for being selected as the 2023 Employee of the Year for the Long Beach Fire Department. We also want to recognize the 2023 Firefighter of the Year, beginning by noting everyone who was honored with a nomination that year. Our Firefighter of the Year nominees for 2023 are Marine Safety Officer Aaron Fletcher, Jack Crabtree, Mike Algier, Brian Fisk, and Dennis Garrett. Jason Cash, James Farley, Mick Hannon, Nick Marquizos, Steve Yamamoto. Congratulations to all of them on their nomination, and thank you for your service to the department. And our 2023 Firefighter of the Year is Mr. Brian Fisk. Brian is a dedicated and selfless employee whose commitment to the Long Beach Fire Department and the community goes far beyond his duties as a firefighter. Brian's tireless work ethic combined with his passion for service made him the ideal choice for the 2023 Firefighter of the Year. In his current role, Brian manages the entire film unit, handles special events, shares public information officer duties, and is on call for a third of the year. His subject matter expertise often requires him to work evenings and weekends, yet he always approaches his tasks with a can-do attitude and completes them with professionalism, humility, and a great sense of humor. These qualities are vital in the fast-paced world of filming and special events, where the ability to adapt to ever-changing circumstances is key, and Brian excels at this. Beyond his official duties, Brian is deeply involved in several community organizations. He's a subject matter expert on fire safety in the film industry and serves on the board for the Safety Advisory for Fire and FX Entertainment, or SAFE, which is a regional group of agencies and production studios. He is also actively engaged with the Long Beach Firemen's Mutual Benefit Association, where he serves as second vice president, and he was selected to join the 2028 Olympic planning team for the city of Long Beach. Brian's community contributions extend to mentoring, volunteering, as you saw just a second ago with the Long Beach Search and Rescue, and playing a key role in the Spark of Love toy drive, where he helps to collect, sort, and distribute toys to families in need during the holidays. Perhaps most notably, Brian dedicates much of his personal time to mentoring individuals who are struggling with substance abuse. His efforts to guide others through the recovery process are done quietly, without seeking recognition, driven solely by his desire to help those in need. For 30 years, Brian has served the city of Long Beach with unwavering dedication and compassion. His contributions, both within the fire department and to the greater community, reflect the core values of our organization. Brian is the embodiment of selflessness and professionalism, and his commitment to excellence and service makes him a deserving candidate for this prestigious award. Congratulations again for being selected as the 2023 Firefighter of the Year for the Long Beach Fire Department. Congratulations again to all of our nominees and to Dawn, Rachel, Kathleen, and Brian for your amazing contributions and accomplishments in support of the department's work. All 4 of your names will be added to the Long Beach Fire Department Firefighter and Employee of the Year plaque at Fire Headquarters. So we now come to the part of our ceremony where we recognize different fire companies throughout the city for unit citations. A unit citation is presented to a single company or multiple companies which have distinguished themselves in an exemplary manner for the outstanding performance of their duties. For our first unit citation, we are recognizing all individuals assigned to the behavioral health crisis on the 100 block of Long Beach Boulevard. For the sake of time, we're not going to read all the names of the individuals assigned to the incident. Pause for a second. Sure. We're not going to read the names of everyone who is involved with every incident, but we do want you to stand and be recognized if you were involved in the response. And for the remainder of all of these unit citations, again, if you are not on stage accepting the award, but you were involved in the event, please do stand up because we have a lot of people who were involved in these incidents, and we want to make sure that all of you are recognized for your contributions. On the afternoon of December 7th, 2022, Fire Department resources responded to a 12-story apartment building for reports of an adult female threatening to jump from the window of her 7th floor apartment unit. To reduce the risk of serious injury to the patient, a coordinated operation between firefighters and police officers commenced. Fire personnel began operations to rappel from the roof of the building and to descend alongside the building down to the 7th floor window, where a firefighter was able to shut and secure the patient's dangerous path of exit, while all police officers simultaneously breached the hallway door to her apartment. As police officers secured the scene and confirmed that the patient was no longer a threat to herself or fire personnel, the police department's mental evaluation team and paramedics were able to evaluate the patient. Because of precise planning and well-coordinated operations between the fire department and the police department, the patient was safely removed from harm's way and provided with the assistance she needed during that difficult time. The devotion to duty reflected in this incident, in conjunction with their ability to function as a unified team, led to a successful outcome and accomplished the mission. Thus, it is with great pride and in keeping with the highest traditions of the Long Beach Fire Department and the entire fire service that we present the individuals assigned to this incident with a unit citation for their actions that day. Once again, congratulations. If anyone is standing, you can be seated. Thank you. For our second unit citation, we are recognizing all personnel assigned to a structure fire at an apartment complex on the 3900 block of Allen Street, which was caused by fireworks.
Engine 4 is on scene at dispatch location 3939 Allen. We do have a four-story center courtyard apartment complex. It's like 3 over parking. We do have fire showing to the 3rd floor on the Bravo Charlie corner here. Engine 4 is securing a water supply, full line for fire attack.
Joining us on stage.
Engine 4, I did copy. Fort Center courtyard over parking fire on the 3rd floor, Bravo Charlie corner, and that's your fire attack.
Showing 2 copies.
DC2.
Engine 8 on scene.
Engine 8 on scene.
Excuse me. Joining us on stage to receive this award are members of the crew who played an instrumental role during this incident. And again, if you're in the audience, please stand and be recognized as well if you were also involved in the response. On the morning of June 17th, 2022, at 8:23 a.m., Long Beach Fire Resources responded to an apartment fire at 3939 Allen Street. Engine 4 with Captain Steve Seaburn was the first arriving unit and reported active fire showing in a 4-story apartment complex. He and his crew then initiated fire attack in the uppermost unit of the 2 units involved. Engine 14 with Captain Ed Smith arrived on scene thereafter and assumed the position of incident commander. He then placed the first alarm assigned units strategically to effect a rescue if needed and to mitigate a hazard, the hazard as efficiently as possible. Captain Smith assigned his crew to the second floor unit and directed them to attack the bulk of the fire. Later, Captain Smith joined his crew once command had transferred to Battalion Chief Karen Rindone, who was operating as Battalion 2. Engine 2 with Captain Isaacson was assigned Division 2 and given orders to back up Engine 14's crew for fire attack and to conduct and report on a primary search for victims. 12 minutes into the firefight, fireworks exploded with personnel inside the involved unit on the second floor. The fireworks were seen street-side through the heavy pressurized smoke from the ongoing fire. Captain Isaacson quickly gathered a personnel accountability report and reported to the incident commander that all firefighters were accounted for. In extreme heat and with fireworks exploding all around them, both Captain Isaacson's and Captain Smith's crews held their ground, continuing the firefight while performing a search for any viable victims. Shortly thereafter, Captain Isaacson reported that 2 of his firefighters received minor burns during the incident, and later 2 additional firefighters reported to have temporary hearing loss due to the proximity of the exploding fireworks. Throughout the course of the incident, all personnel showed tremendous professionalism and courage as they endured the extreme heat and volatile explosives to complete the mission of saving lives and property. For those of you standing, thank you, and thank you very much for your work that day. For our 3rd unit citation, we are recognizing all individuals who responded to a structure fire at 169th Way in North Long Beach.
In Area 11 Alpha, 169th Way, for Battalion 3, Engine 12, Engine 11, Engine 9, Truck 11, Rescue 12. Reports of an apartment fire. 169th Way, responding command 2, Truck 5, Brick 16.
Joining us on stage to receive this award on behalf of all the units and individuals assigned to this incident are members of the crew who played an instrumental role during the event. And please stand if you are here to be recognized if you were also involved. On December 30th of 2023, at approximately 6:42 p.m., units responded to a structure fire at 169th Way in North Long Beach. The first arriving unit stated that they had smoke showing from a second-floor apartment. The initial engine pulled a hotline for fire attack and primary search. As firefighters began a search while the hotline was getting charged, they encountered what appeared to be some deceased dogs. The firefighter began pulling the animals out of the fire and placed them outside the unit. Shortly thereafter, the hose line was charged and they began to extinguish the fire. The crews faced pack rat conditions, which slowed the efforts of the fire attack. About this time, Engine 11 and Truck 11 arrived and were assisting with fire attack, primary search, and ventilation. The perfect placement of the ventilation hole from Truck 11 and Rescue 11 aided in the interior crew's ability to locate additional pets and achieve knockdown. At that point, a chain began in which crews and the pets were brought down to the courtyard where a treatment area was established. Engine 9 took the lead with assistance from additional personnel. Resuscitation efforts were initiated on the animals, which included pulling the animal oxygen mask from multiple rigs and utilizing airway bags with bag valve masks from multiple engines. At one point, 3 oxygen tanks were being used at once. In total, 8 pets were removed from the unit, all in grave condition. However, due to the valiant efforts of all resources on scene, 5 pets were saved and returned to their grateful owners. The Long Beach Fire Department is proud to present all units involved in this incident with a unit citation for their steadfast actions and professionalism displayed that day. The City of Long Beach and the Long Beach Fire Department thank you for your exceptional work. Thank you very much. For our 4th unit citation, we are recognizing all individuals assigned to the incident involving the greater alarm fire on the 600 block of Cedar Avenue.
In Area 1 Charlie, 655 Cedar Avenue, for Battalion 1, Engine 1, Engine 14, Engine 3, Truck 1, Rescue 1, for reports of a structure fire inside of a church. Area 1 Charlie, 655 Cedar, respond and acknowledge on command to TAC 5, Rig 16.
Joining us on stage to receive the award on behalf of all units involved are members of the crew. And again, if you are here today, please stand and be recognized as well. On December 10th, 2023, fire department units were dispatched to a structure fire at 655 Cedar Avenue. Engine 3 was the first to arrive and reported a large 3-story church with heavy smoke showing from 3 windows on the Bravo side of what appeared to be the 3rd floor level. Engine 3 gave a size up, deployed a 350-foot hotline for primary search and fire attack, entered fast attack mode, requested Engine 1 to bring them a water supply, passed command to Engine 1, and called for a second alarm assignment. Upon making entry into the building, the crew quickly realized that the fire was well involved in a very large and open amphitheater area of the church, and that more hose lines would be needed. Additional resources were requested, and the crews from Engine 1 and Engine 14 supported with additional hose lines. The crew on Engine 3 made the push up the stairwell, leading to the 2nd floor amphitheater where they encountered heavy fire conditions. Battalion 1 arrived on scene and assumed Cedar IC, requested a 3rd truck and the Long Beach Police Department for traffic control. Task Force 6 also arrived on scene and was assigned RIC, where they remained active until the end of the fire due to the extreme risk encountered in the incident. After approximately 7 to 10 minutes of fire attack, knockdown was declared within the amphitheater area of the church. Over the next hour, search and rescue operations were conducted within the large structure, and extensive overhaul operations were initiated to address small pockets of fire in the very large attic space above the amphitheater. The crews of Engine 2, Engine 10, and Engine 7 provided additional assistance with interior fire attack operations and assisted with forcible entry throughout the building, including an emergency tones activation initiated by Engine 2 to advise interior firefighting personnel of overhead hazards in the form of chandeliers. The crews assigned to Truck 1, Truck 7, and Truck 11 coordinated ventilation operations with interior crews. Initially, Truck 1 encountered moderate smoke and low visibility until they were able to open the first hole over the main church area. The dome area was ventilated by removing the windows. Truck 7 was assigned the Charlie side of the roof and put a hotline into operations to knock down the fire in the dome area. Truck 11 reported to the roof and placed a hose line to the Alpha side of the roof to assist with overhaul operations. After all this, Truck 11 was reassigned to the interior for ventilation and overhaul. Truck 11 placed blowers on the Alpha and Delta side for positive pressure ventilation and checked the attic for extension and overhaul needs. Truck 17 was assigned to staging and subsequently instructed to assist in medical group, where members assisted with the assessment and treatment and transport of 1 firefighter to St. Mary Medical Center via Rescue 3. For the decisive actions of all crews and personnel assigned to this complex and challenging incident, the fire department recognizes these individuals with a unit citation. The teamwork, dedication, and professionalism witnessed on the scene of this incident was paramount in bringing this greater alarm fire under control. The Long Beach Fire Department is proud to present all units involved in this incident with a unit citation for their steadfast professionalism displayed that day. Thank you to all who were involved. For our 5th unit citation, we are recognizing all individuals assigned to the incident involving the structure fire on the 2300 block of Atlantic Avenue.
In Area 7 Delta,
2356 Atlantic Avenue. For Battalion 3, Engine 9, Engine 1, Engine 13, Truck 1, Rescue 10. Area 7 Delta, 2356 Atlantic Avenue, for reports of a house fire. All units acknowledge and respond on Command 2, TAC 5, RIC 16.
Fired.
Unit calling fire. You're unreadable.
Fire, that's Engine 3. We're in position for that. We're still in route to training. Preempt the training and put us on the house fire.
Copy that. Command 2.
Joining us now are members of the crew assigned to that incident that day who played an instrumental role. And again, if you were involved as well in the audience, we ask that you please stand and be recognized. On the morning of March 1st, 2023, at 8:19 a.m., the fire department was dispatched to a structure fire at 2356 Atlantic in Area 7 Delta. Units assigned were Battalion 3, Engine 7, Engine 10, Engine 3, Engine 13, Truck 7, and Rescue 10. Additional units were requested to include Truck 1, Rescue 3, Rescue 1, Rescue 11, and Battalion 1. Engine 10 arrived on scene first and reported a two-story house with moderate to heavy smoke showing from the Alpha and Delta sides of the structure. Captain Gary Shaw passed command and led his crew in fast attack mode. Engine 7 with Captain Brian Vanderwall established a water supply and took over command of interior operations and was assigned Division A. Engine 3 with Captain Jack Atwood arrived and assumed Atlantic IC and assigned his firefighters to pull a second attack line to assist and support Engine 10 with fire attack and primary search. On arrival, Atlantic IC had identified one burn victim and received reports of possibly 2 additional victims still trapped inside. An additional truck and 2 additional rescues were requested. Engine 10 continued to make an aggressive and coordinated fire attack on the second floor in a converted attic where they found heavy heat and poor conditions. Truck 7 with Captain Matt Bolin worked diligently to coordinate vertical ventilation to assist units inside the structure. Engine 10 knocked down the fire, and firefighters found 2 minor children, both in full arrest. Firefighters from E10, E3, and E7 worked to quickly remove the children from the second floor and brought them down to street level. In total, rescues were needed to transport the patients to 4 rescues were needed to transport all the patients to local area hospitals. Firefighters assigned to this incident were met with extremely challenging and chaotic circumstances when they arrived, including hysterical family members reporting trapped children and several burn victims. The building construction features with heavy fire conditions provided additional challenges, making the situation even more difficult. The Long Beach Fire Department is proud to present all units involved in this challenging and complex incident with a unit citation for their steadfast actions and professionalism displayed that day. Thank you. For our 6th unit citation, we are recognizing all individuals assigned to the incident involving the structure fire and a rescue at 5823 Seaside Walk on the peninsula in Long Beach.
In Area 8 Foxtrot, 5823 Seaside Walk, report of a fire alarm with smoke. For Battalion 2, Engine 8, Engine 14, Engine 4, Truck 1, and Rescue 4. 5823 Seaside Walk, Area 8 Foxtrot. Utilize Command 2, TAC 5, RIC 16.
On April 11th, 2023, at about 12:45 a.m., Long Beach Fire units responded to a reported structure fire at 5823 Seaside Walk in the peninsula. Upon arrival at the 2-story residential duplex, 1 apartment unit per floor, the crew was unable to see any signs of fire from the street, but noticed the strong smell of smoke. Upon making forcible entry on the 1st floor, they found heavy, charged black smoke coming through the front door. Engine 8 crew went into fast attack mode and pulled a hose line for fire attack and primary search. Battalion Chief 2 took command, and Engine 4 backed up fire attack. As Engine 8 advanced the hose line into heavy smoke conditions, they found an adult female resident slumped over in her bedroom. She was immediately pulled out of the structure and subsequently transported to St. Mary Medical Center by the Rescue 4 paramedics. Continuing their primary search, Engine 8's crew found a Labrador retriever in a separate room. The dog appeared to be in good condition and was also brought safely outside the structure. The fire, which was found in the living room, was extinguished. Engine 14 did a search of the floor above and checked for extension of the fire, but no further extension was found. The residents had heavy smoke damage. Truck 1 arrived on scene and provided horizontal positive pressure ventilation and assisted in the secondary search of the first floor. The Long Beach Fire Department is proud to present all units involved with a unit citation for their steadfast actions and professionalism that day. Congratulations and thank you to everyone involved. For our 7th unit citation, we are recognizing all individuals assigned to the incident occurring during the period of civil unrest, which occurred in various areas throughout Long Beach during May of 2020. Joining us on stage are members of the crew here to receive this award on behalf of all the units and individuals involved. On May 31st of 2020, the Long Beach Fire Department encountered several unique challenges that tested the fortitude of personnel and the complex coordination of units that responded to various significant incidents that occurred throughout the city of Long Beach during periods of civil unrest. What began as protests led to unlawful activity, multiple arson fires, and much more. The men and women of the Long Beach Fire Department worked in partnership with personnel from the Long Beach Police Department to tirelessly ensure public safety and limit property damage to the best of their ability. These incidents taxed resources and exposed firefighters to various risks associated with a state of social confusion and chaos in the city. They were protected First Amendment activities, which in some cases eventually led to violent acts. The response of personnel to the various incidents embodies a true can-do spirit that the fire department is able to rise to any challenge and address the needs of the community during activities that create barriers and potentially dangerous situations. The Long Beach Fire Department is proud to present all personnel involved with a unit citation for their professionalism displayed throughout that time. Congratulations to everyone, and thank you to everyone who was involved. For our 8th unit citation, we are recognizing all individuals who responded to the traffic accident with an extrication at the intersection of Pacific Coast Highway and Junipero Avenue.
BC1, Engine 10, Truck 7, Rescue 4. Charlie response, Area 10 Charlie, East Pacific Coast Highway and Junipero Avenue for an injury traffic accident with reports of an overturned vehicle, East Pacific Coast Highway and at Junipero Avenue.
I think we'll be joined on stage by some of the folks who were involved in that incident. On June 8th of 2023, Engine 10 responded to an injury traffic accident at the intersection of PCH and Junipero Avenue. Initial reports indicated that there were multiple trapped victims. Upon arrival, Captain Carnawal identified that there were multiple cars and patients involved in the incident. He immediately called for a multi-casualty incident response, requesting additional resources. Truck 7 arrived on scene and started extricating one of the drivers. As Truck 17 arrived, they also assisted with the complex operation. In a coordinated effort, the crews dismantled the vehicle piece by piece in order to free the driver. After 40 minutes of meticulous work, the driver was finally removed from the vehicle and taken to the hospital for his injuries. The skills and coordination used that day went beyond the normal bread and butter extrication due to the complexity of the incident. The Long Beach Fire Department is proud to present all units involved in this challenging and very complex incident with a unit citation for their acts of bravery. Thank you to everyone involved. For our 9th unit citation, we are recognizing all individuals assigned to the structural collapse for Fire Station 20 during the construction of the boathouse.
Engine 20, Truck 1, Rescue 1, Battalion 2. Engine 6 and USAR 6. In area 20 Alpha, Charlie response 251 Pier D is in David, berth 49 to 50. Steel frame collapse, reports of one person trapped at 251 Pier D, berth 49 through 50.
We're joined here on stage by the individuals who served that day. If you were involved as well, we ask that you stand and be recognized. We also want to take a moment to watch the situation as it was recounted by CBS 2 KCAL 9.
There's been a collapse at a fire station that was being built.
KCAL 9's Desmond Shaw is live overhead in Sky 9. Desmond, what can you tell us?
Well, Amy and Juan, really scary situation here in the ports. This is on the Long Beach side. I'll widen out and show you the area we're talking about, just off of Pier D, directly west of the 710 and directly north of the Gerald Desmond Bridge. And this was a Long Beach City fire facility that was under construction. It was going to be holding fire apparatuses of different kinds when all of a sudden these huge steel supports came down. 4 people were injured. 1 person fell in the water and had to be rescued out of the water. Amazingly, 3 of the people were expected to be okay, but 1 person was pinned under the rubble here and they had to be extricated. They're now in the hospital in serious condition. So 1 person seriously injured, 3 others here that were injured, but sound like they're going to be okay. And this is going to be a huge cleanup to get out of the way for sure. Live in Sky 9 overhead, I'm Desmond Shaw. Juan and Amy, back to you in the studio.
All right, Desmond, thank you.
On May 6, 2022 at 2:10 p.m., Long Beach Fire Units Battalion Chief 2, Battalion Chief 3, Engine 20, Task Force 6, Truck 1, Rescue 1, Fireboat 15, and Rescue Boat 2 were dispatched to the 1471 Pier D Avenue for reports of a structural collapse at a construction site. The calling party reported that some people were trapped in the wreckage and others were in the water. First to arrive at the scene was Engine 20. They confirmed the collapse of the large steel boathouse and were reporting at least 1 trapped patient under the steel structure and 1 patient who had jumped into the water from the pier to avoid the falling steel. The crew of Engine 6 assessed the stability of the large steel structures to prevent further collapse. After deeming the area safe, crews made access to the trapped worker and assessed his condition. A rapid trauma assessment was performed on the victim and revealed a severely injured patient who was unconscious, had a faint pulse, and whose breathing was significantly compromised. Crews worked expeditiously and began performing a caterpillar movement with the strokes basket through the collapsed steel. Rescue 1 was repositioned to accept the patient once the individual was freed. After a successful extrication, the patient was immediately transported to the nearest trauma center. It should be noted that due to the extensive training Task Force 6 and Station 1 have done together on these low-frequency, high-risk urban search and rescue events, crews were well coordinated in their plan and were able to adjust accordingly. This allowed a successful extrication, rapid treatment, and transport to give the patient the best chance of survival. The Long Beach Fire Department is proud to present all units involved with a unit citation for their professionalism displayed that day. Well done. For our 10th unit citation today, we are recognizing all personnel involved in a pediatric full arrest, which occurred on the 300 block of 49th Street.
Engine 9 Rescue 12, Charlie response, Area 9 Bravo, 314 East 49th Street. For a 2-year-old Melon seizure, 314 East 49th Street.
On the evening of July 10th, 2024, at 9:31 p.m., Engine 9 and Rescue 9 were dispatched on a pediatric full arrest. The 14-month-old stopped breathing, and the family called 911 and started CPR. Officers Dyer, Suderno, and Chamberlain from the Long Beach Police Department arrived first and took over CPR for the family. After a few compressions, Officer Dyer noticed the child was trying to breathe. Officers looked with their flashlights for a foreign body and did not see anything. They positioned the child for back blows when Engine 9 arrived and took over. As the crew from Station 9 continued to provide advanced life support care for the patient en route to Long Beach Memorial, the officers took it upon themselves to clear the intersections from Arbor and Long Beach Boulevard to the hospital. The officers' immediate actions helped this child survive. The Long Beach Fire Department is proud to present all personnel involved with a unit citation for their decisive actions that day. Thank you so much. Our 11th unit citation recognizes all crews and personnel assigned to the structure fire on the 2200 block of Webster Avenue.
Area 13 Delta 2220 Webster Avenue. For Battalion 3, Engine 13, Engine 1, Engine 9, Truck 7, Rescue 1 for reports of a house fire. 13 Delta 2220 Webster Avenue. All units acknowledge and respond. On command V2, Tech V5, Rick V6.
Joining us now is the crew of Engine 13 in attendance here today. On August 6th, 2024, fire department units responded to the 2200 block of Webster Avenue for a working structure fire. Upon the arrival of Engine 13, heavy fire was observed on the second floor of the two-story apartment building. Initial reports indicated that one occupant was initially trapped on the second floor balcony. Confirming this information, the crew from Engine 13 placed a ladder to access the balcony and were able to successfully remove the individual prior to being overcome by the increasing smoke and heat conditions. If it was not for the quick actions of the crew of Engine 13 and the coordinated fire attack from other resources on scene, the outcome of the situation would have been very, very different. Thus, the crew of Engine 13 is being awarded a unit citation for their heroic actions in this incident. We are now going to move to our ceremony's presentation of the Meritorious Service Awards. Meritorious Service Awards are unique in the sense that they do not recognize a particular engine company, but an individual. The Meritorious Service Award can be given to any department employee who distinguishes themselves by performing in an outstanding manner worthy of recognition while engaged in the performance of their duties, either on or off duty. Our first Meritorious Award goes to Lifeguard Ryan Spalding. Ryan was recognized as the 2024 Ben Carlson Lifeguard of the Year from the United States Life-Saving Association. The award recognizes lifeguards who demonstrate outstanding dedication, skill, and a profound love for open waters, embodying the true spirit of guardianship over aquatic environments. Ryan has dedicated 10 years to Long Beach marine safety, rising from a lifeguard to his current role as marine safety dispatcher. Starting in 2014, Ryan quickly demonstrated his leadership potential, earning a promotion to Chair 1 at Lifeguard Headquarters. By 2018, he had become a non-career area supervisor, leveraging his EMT certification and college education. As an area supervisor at Marine Park, Ryan created a positive, supportive environment that reduced turnover and made the area one of the most sought-after places to work. Throughout his years of service, Ryan has become a mentor to many and has cultivated an inclusive environment within the Marine Safety Division. In his current role as dispatcher, Ryan has consistently demonstrated strong decision-making, clear communication, and a calm demeanor during high-stress situations. He takes responsibility for his actions and is known for solving problems, whether fixing damaged equipment or assisting with the implementation of the Watchtower Command Center. His work ethic is exceptional, and he consistently exceeds expectations. Ryan is an avid waterman and continues to pursue specialized training and certification in topics such as swiftwater rescue, dive rescue, marine firefighting, and incident command. Ryan's integrity, communication skills, and reliability make him an invaluable asset to the Marine Safety Division. Whether responding to emergencies, mentoring colleagues, or solving technical problems, he remains committed to the safety of both the public and his fellow lifeguards. With his strong work ethic, Ryan has exemplified exceptional leadership, integrity, and commitment to the profession. From mentoring new lifeguards and advocating for beach safety to assuming a key role in critical rescue operations, Ryan Spalding embodies the dedication and resilience that the Ben Carlson Lifeguard of the Year celebrates. For his tremendous contributions, effort, and commitment to service, the Long Beach Fire Department is proud to recognize Ryan Spalding with the Meritorious Service Award. Congratulations, and thank you so much for your amazing work. Our second Meritorious Award goes to firefighter paramedics Lauren Lupinetti, Klein Fisher, Daniel Ludwig, and Ryan Pipes for their exemplary efforts to save a life at Long Beach Memorial Medical Center. I've just been told that they all just got calls, so they're not here at the moment, but we'll read their story anyway. Even more appropriate. As pre-hospital care providers, firefighter paramedics are dedicated to saving lives, even if it occurs in the hospital. While transporting patients, paramedics often develop professional relationships with hospital staff. In the case of this next award, these relationships came together to help save the lives of a 4-year-old and a 24-year-old male. The staff at Long Beach Memorial Medical Center stated that they received a trauma alert of an adult burn patient being brought into the hospital. They were soon informed about a child who was severely sick and en route to the hospital as well. Seconds later, a paramedic arrived carrying the baby and performing CPR. The hospital teams quickly went into action, and Long Beach fire personnel did not leave the child's side until they were assured that the hospital staff had all the help they needed. While retrieving the equipment to establish intraosseous lines, where seconds seemed like hours, firefighter paramedic Ludwig quickly jumped into action and established not only one but 2 IOs to assure that there was proper access to resuscitate the child. After 15 minutes of heroic work from everyone involved, the child regained a pulse. At this time, there was some discussion as to whether the patient should be transported to a burn center. Although there was an accepting center, there was a possible 45-minute delay to obtain an ambulance. The firefighter paramedics who had helped with these critical patients immediately volunteered to transport the patient along with members of the medical team. The hospital staff at Long Beach Memorial were so impressed that they wrote a letter to the fire department sharing the details of their experience. A quote from that letter stated, "I have worked at this hospital for over 13 years, and the amount of teamwork that went into saving these patients' lives was something our community should be proud of. All the medics, Daniel Ludwig, Ryan Pipes, Lauren Lupinetti, and Klein Fisher did an amazing job. Our trauma surgeon, Dr. Emily Krieger, wanted to send a special thank you to Medic Ludwig for jumping into action." These heroic actions reflect the highest traditions of the Long Beach Fire Department and of the fire service. The Long Beach Fire Department is proud to present Long Beach firefighter paramedics Ludwig, Lupinetti, Fisher, and Pipes with the Meritorious Service Award. And we wish them all the best in their work today. Thank you. Our next recipients are also on a call. Our third Meritorious Award goes to firefighter paramedic Max Witt for his exemplary efforts to save a life at the Big Bear Oktoberfest Festival. This guy does not get a break. Firefighter paramedic Max Witt was attending Oktoberfest in Big Bear with his family. The event had been advertised as First Responders Night, so several first responders were there in attendance. According to Max, he was with his family when a commotion occurred and he went to investigate to find a man on the ground. The individual was unconscious with agonal respirations. Max immediately went to the patient's aid, checking for vital signs, and discovered that the man had no pulse. With the help of other first responders, Max began CPR while others called 911. During the resuscitation, Max noticed a familiar face. It was an RN from St. Mary's Medical Center in Long Beach. The unconscious man was her husband. At this point, Max began comforting her while directing the other first responders on the appropriate treatment. When the Big Bear Fire Department arrived, Max provided them with an update on the situation and assisted with continued care. Thanks to the immediate life-saving measures, the man's heart started beating again. He was transported to a hospital where it was determined that he had a fully occluded left anterior descending artery, also known as a widowmaker. The man received catheterization and is currently recovering. Without the quick actions and professional care provided by firefighter paramedic Max Witt, the outcome of the incident could have gone very, very differently. The Long Beach Fire Department is proud to present Long Beach firefighter paramedic Max Witt with the Meritorious Service Award. Thank you and congratulations to him. And now for our final award this afternoon, the Fire Chief's Visionary Leadership Award. The Chief's Visionary Leadership Award recognizes an individual for their exceptional contributions to advancing the Long Beach Fire Department mission. The recipient embodies the core values of the fire department through their actions and recognizes their focus on qualities and achievements that highlight forward-thinking leadership, innovation, and long-term positive impact on the fire department and the community. This year, the recipient of the Fire Chief's Visionary Leadership Award is Maura Ventura, Chief of Business Operations. As Chief of Business Operations, Maura oversees an operating budget of $190 million and a complex $56 million revenue budget. She also oversees human resource operations, labor relations, facilities, safety, financial operations, and legislative and legal research. She has been directly involved with the appropriate funding of the fire department's fire suppression operations, emergency medical services, the fireboat response program, airport fire response program, fire inspection operations, and the fire academy. Maura Ventura has performed at an exemplary level over the past year. Her outstanding leadership, public safety knowledge, and interpersonal skills significantly improved the services provided by the Business Operations Bureau. Through her professional level experience and foresight, the department is making significant improvements with large-scale projects and digitization of information. This was evident when she efficiently led the procurement process to replace all the self-contained breathing apparatus and the creation of multiple dashboards to provide information and data to all employees and stakeholders. In addition to this, she has led the department through the budget process. She was remarkable in educating new command staff employees on the budget process and was able to secure additional funds for staffing and resources. I'm sure no small task. Her strategic efforts are instrumental in strengthening the team and ensuring there are necessary resources to fulfill the mission of the fire department. In her time with the Long Beach Fire Department, Maura has established relationships that foster trust and respect with all professional and sworn staff. The department is proud to present Long Beach Fire Department Chief of Business Operations, Maura Ventura, with the Fire Chief's Visionary Leadership Award. Congratulations, and thank you so much for all that you do. And that about wraps up our Meritorious Awards ceremony. Thank you all for coming. It has been a real honor to recognize all the employees and the individuals who have done so much to make our beautiful city safer, more prepared, more resilient, and ready to face any challenge that comes our way. Together, we honor and recognize their incredible contributions, which have made a significant impact on Long Beach and the fire department. I'd like to now bring back Captain Heflin as we move into our ceremony closing.
Today, as always, we feel it is important to take time to remember the amazing individuals we have lost to active duty deaths. As we process these difficult times, it's always important to remember that it's okay to grieve and to miss them. They will forever be in our hearts and will always be part of who we are. With that, I'd like to take a moment to reflect. Let us remember these remarkable individuals and the invaluable contributions they made to our department and to our city. They will never be forgotten, and they will always remain with us. Please join me in a moment of silence and a rendition of Amazing Grace performed by our Long Beach Pipe Band. Honoring the life of Fire Captain Hank Zavaleta, 2011. Honoring the life of Fire Engineer Darren Rocket, 2011. Honoring the life of Fire Engineer, Fire Captain Ryan Thornton, 2015. Honoring the life of Fire Captain David Rosa, 2018. Honoring the life of firefighter Chris Parker, 2019. Honoring the life of firefighter Gavin Escobar, 2022. Thank you for taking the time with me to honor our brothers and remembering these great individuals and the contributions that they made to each of our lives. As you can see before me to my left, we've set a table of honor in their memory so they can always be with us. Well, that's the end. But before we close for the day, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank Laura Kaplan for her generosity and the incredible contributions of time and effort to support the Long Beach Fire Department. Laura, if you'd like, come on up here. We'd have something to present to you. Everyone, let's give her a round of applause for an amazing job of emceeing. And with that, Chief, I'll let you say a few words.
As we conclude this event, well, an honor to be here, but I want to, when I walked inside this room today, I don't know about you, but the light and the color was amazing. And the direction I gave to community services was I want cement floors, lots of color, and lots of space, and look what happened. So everybody here in community services and everybody that participated in organizing and coordinating this event, all the volunteers, can you please stand up and help me give this unbelievable group a hand up? Thank you so much for attending this event. I'll go ahead and pass it over to Captain Heflin.
Well, that wraps up our 2024 Meritorious Awards Luncheon. Thank you to everyone here today for attending and showing your commitment to the Long Beach Fire Department. God bless you all and stay safe. We love you and go Long Beach. Thank you, everyone.